Alright, hello everyone. I thought I would videotape this mostly for the client, but this is the commissioned work that I had mentioned on my other video. And what I've decided to do was, the color scheme I was given was this kind of blue background, but not a lot of background showing. And then a Majolica Blue, which has been created from many colors because it took me a while to get to that color. I used blue, I used a little aqua, Payne's gray, and a couple, and I actually think I put in some black eventually. Just trying to get this dark blue black color. Not a Payne's gray, but similar. The next color we have was mixed with yellow and red, a little bit of white to get persimmon. Okay, that's my persimmon. And then this one is red and orange mixed together for kind of a, for lack of a better thing, it's a red-yellow, but it's more of a orange juice color, I guess I'm going to call it, because that's what it looks like when it's done. And I matched these colors to a picture that was provided to me from the client who liked this color combination. So that is what I am going to work on tonight, now that I have finished our pour painting for this evening. So I can map this off, and I'm going to do, I'm actually going to cover this Majolica color because I'm doing the orange and the yellow, and then I'm going to take the tape off, and then I'll put on the blue. And then you'll see kind of what my whole thought process was here. So the orange juice color is what I'm calling this one. The yellow red is going to go here and here. So let's put that on first. And I was thought about doing a pour painting with this, but the problem is as we all know, when you're trying to pour paint with yellow and blues, you often end up with a mushy mess of brown, and I definitely didn't want that. And I don't believe my client did either. So I was given the realm of create something with this color palette. And then I will show it to them and get their approval. Now I did try a pour painting with these colors and it didn't turn out at all. So that's what made me decide to just paint it out. Did the background in a pour color, of course, and that color is the match of the background of the painting that they had provided to me. It's actually a picture. It's like a picture of somebody's breakfast. And so I'm using that as my guide as I created these colors. And so I'm just making sure I get a good covered layer on here, because again, plan is to let this dry, take off the tape, and have these beautiful colors show through. Okay, so that is where our orange juice color is coming from. Okay, next we're going to put on the persimmon. And if you're familiar with persimmons, persimmons come in kind of a variety of colors from very, very light to very, very dark. So I chose the color that they had provided to me, which was sort of a medium to light persimmon color. Now this will darken a little bit, so that'll be fine. But again, I was matching the color to the painting that was provided. So let's take this little brush here, and we're going to be coloring in this section here with persimmon, as well as the top corner over here. And because I want good coverage, I'm also going going to do like we do with pour painting, and I'm going to make sure that the color continues down the side of the painting. And I really should have picked a larger brush for this. So I'm just going to straighten that up. That looks good, but I want a bigger brush. Yeah. I love this brush, but it's not a very expensive brush, and the bristles keep falling out of it. Literally the whole thing, all of the bristles at once are falling out. Okay, and then like I said, because I want this to match, we are going to go down the side with this color. And I'll correct the brush strokes in just a second here. Putting in a nice thick layer. And then we're going to, since we went this way, we're going to match our brush strokes and do the same thing. And this is acrylic paint. I thought about oils, but oils take so long to dry, and they have to be sealed and everything else, and I believe the client did not want to wait all that long for it. Okay, love that color. Alright, so now we're going to do our upper corner. Again, nice and thick, because I want to make sure that I have good coverage over the blue that we put down as our base. And because my elbows like to knock things over, I am going to move some things out of the way here so that I can get to this. I'm going to go this way. Absolutely love painting. I love acrylic painting. I love house painting because I've painted my house a couple times just for the fun of it. Inside, as you know, I just recently changed the living room colors. I kind of want to redo the bathroom. I'm going to come over there. I kind of want to redo the bathroom. I had painted it this beautiful soft gray, and while it looks nice, it has a soft gray on one of, or on all of the walls except one, and then I have an accent wall that has dark gray on it. And while I love that, I want to change it out, just because I like to do that. Okay, so now we've got those colors done. I'm just dipping my paper towel here in some water because I did get a little bit of the orange where we're going to actually have the blue background. Okay, so we're going to let this settle down, dry. And we're going to pull off the tape. When we pull off the tape, we're going to put on the Majolica Blue, what they're calling Majolica Blue. And I know that if you know pottery, there is a type of pottery called Majolica, but evidently there is also a navy dark blue called Majolica Blue, and that is what we're going to be. This color is what we're going to be painting the rest of this with. Not all of it, just this section here, and then our stripes along here. Hopefully the client will like this. I think it'd be really cool. And of course we will take the blue down the edges to here and into this corner here. And then this blue will stay this blue that's on there now. Alright. So I'll be back when this is dry enough to take off the tape, and we'll get done working on the Majolica Blue in the center. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so the yellow and the orange are now dry. Everything's been taped off to finish this up. We're going to put on the Majolica Blue. Then when we take off the tape, we will have our finished painting. So let's get started. Stir my Majolica up a little bit here. There we go. Alright, well, let's get started here. So again, we're just painting all of the areas that have the lighter blue on them. And we're going to paint them this beautiful Majolica Blue. And then we will take the tape off. And our painting will be done. So again, after the dried, I taped off all these sections so that I could get ready for this part. And there we go. And this blue, it's like I said, it's called Majolica Blue, and it's kind of a really dark, rich blue. And applying it just where I did the taping off again. So I'm just going to keep painting this. I'm kind of excited to see how the whole thing ends up. Okay, so now we've got all of the Majolica Blue on as well, and we're going to give that a little bit of time here to dry. And then we will pull the tape and see how we did. And the next step after that will be sealing it. So when this is dry, I will come back and I will show you the final painting before sealing. So I'll be back.